This follow-up question is the best question you'll ever ask, and you're going to want to make sure you ask this no matter what phone call you're on. And you're going to want to say, everyone thinks cold calling is dead. I'm here to tell you, let them think that, because while everyone is doing a different form of marketing, you're gonna stand out to your prospects by talking to them over the phone. A couple years ago, I made a video of the best real estate cold calling script for you guys to use, and guys, since then, I probably made well over 30,000 cold calls, and I learned the best script that's gonna help you stand out from your competition since it helped me. So I'm super excited to share with you guys, so make sure you guys go subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. So what I realized in my last video of cold calling is I strictly went off of Ricky Caruso's script, and that was basically geo prospecting, which I was just cold calling neighborhoods around a specific house, and it was mainly just for real estate agents. But now this script that I am about to give to you, you honestly could use this as an agent, you can use this as a real estate investor, a wholesaler, you name it. This is for everyone. And at the end of this video, I'm also going to give you guys videos of me actually utilizing the script live and in action, so you can see that this script honestly works. To start this off, you want to start off the conversation by hey and their name. So hopefully you do have their name. You definitely want their name. If their name isn't available, you can say, hey, this is Stephanie, and then kind of go into that spiel of things. But let's just say you have their name, since typically a lot of people have their name whenever they're skip tracing to find, you know, the property owner's information. So I'll say, hey, Jim, and he'll say, hey, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Hey, how's it going? And I'll say, hey, it's Stephanie, how's it going, right? And he'll say, hey, Stephanie, how are you? Or he'll say, hey, Stephanie, do I know you? So two different ways of how they could respond. But if they say, hey, do I know you? Say, hey, I don't believe we met before. I just wanted to give you a quick call. I know this is kind of odd, and it's a little bit of Brent Daniels script, but not too much. But I'll say, sometimes I'll say it's kind of odd. I was just driving around the area and happened to see your property here on 123 Main Street. I honestly was curious if you ever thought about selling that one there. And what this will do is, number one, it shows you're local and that you know the area. And typically, like me and my partner, we drive for dollars, so this, you know, helps a lot. You know, just driving down the area, they don't think of someone overseas or, you know, like a VA calling, so on and so forth. So I'll say, hey, I was just driving around the area, happened to notice your property here on, you know, Main Street. I honestly was just curious if you ever thought of selling this one here. They said, oh, you know, I thought about it. Or they'll say no, or they'll say yes, right? So like if they say I thought about it, then that's when you want to, you know, ask some more details. You can ask like, how long have you owned it? If you were thinking about it, how soon were you thinking of selling, right? Kind of get into the timeline of things, like, all right, how soon were you thinking? Were you thinking within a couple of months or so? And so on, and that will help you lead onto the conversation. But the main things you want to get out of this conversation is timeline, how soon they want to sell, price, how much they want for the property, which typically you can ask towards the end. You also want to get the condition. What is the condition like? So you know that. And then their motivation. Motivation is definitely number one. You really want to focus on motivation because that is the driving factor of them wanting to sell. So let's go back into the conversation, and let's say they say, no, I don't want to sell. This follow-up question is the best question you'll ever ask, and you're going to want to make sure you ask this no matter what phone call you're on. And you're going to want to say, oh no, hey, that's all good. I was just curious, did you by chance have any other properties or, you know, pieces of land you're thinking of selling? And the reason why I say land is because we also wholesale land. So you don't have to say land, you could just say properties, you could say apartments, or whatever, you know, whatever you're calling about or whatever you're wholesaling. You can say that, right? So I'll say, hey, yeah, have you ever had it? You have any others you were, you know, thinking of selling? And they'll say no. If they say no, end the conversation. Don't waste your time on a prospect. Go to the next one. The more no's lead you closer to that yes. So don't get discouraged, just keep on pushing. But like I said, if they say yes, make sure you get those 4 things: timeline, price, motivation, and condition. But that is like, overall, cold calling is all about those first couple of seconds of how you start the call. You always want to say, hey, their name, just because it makes it more familiar. And they feel like they know you already. You say, hey, how's it going? I don't like to say, hey, I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I used to say that in my previous script, but now I don't say that. You want to come across as a friend as possible, because they're going to feel more comfortable with you. They're going to be more open to you. And overall, it's just going to help the whole conversation to flow. So I hope this video helped you. And if you guys want me to go even more in depth, just let me know, right? Comment down below if you guys need any help on like cold calling tips or whatever the case may be. I'm actually gonna show you guys of me doing it live in action, so take a look at that here. Hey, Leroy.
Yes, hello.
Hi, it's Stephanie. How's it going?
Fine. Hey, Stephanie, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to stay warm from the snow here.
All right.
Hey, I just wanted to give you a quick call because my partner, Skylar, he was out there near and was curious if you ever thought about selling that land you owned out there.
No, I'm building on it.
Oh, I got you. You already have everything, all the plans set in stone.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the building permit, and we're starting in early in the year.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, no, he saw that one over there, and he was telling me about it, so I figured I'd give you a call, see what you were doing with it there.
Yes, I appreciate your call, but yes, we're going to build. I'm just waiting on the township to issue the permit.
No, sounds good. And did you by chance have any other pieces of land or properties you were thinking of selling?
Well, I live in Georgia, okay? So eventually we'll sell this property.
Okay.
But we're building to move to Pennsylvania next year.
What's making you want to come up here to the cold?
Well, that's my hometown up there.
Okay.
Family's up there, yeah.
Hey, Robert.
That's me.
Hey, it's Stephanie. How's it going?
Good. Stephanie who?
Kabides. I don't believe we met before. I know this is kind of out of the blue, so my apologies for that. But I just had a quick question for you. I was out near Laurel Ridge Road and was just curious if you guys ever thought about selling that land you had out there.
Nope. Never thought about it. Never will.
I got you. No, that's all good. I just figured I'd give you a call. And did you by chance have any other pieces of land or properties you're thinking of selling?
We can sell you the 3 apartments out there if you want for $4 million.
Where's that at?
On Laurel Ridge Road.
Let me see.
You got 3 apartments that we would certainly sell, and we'll even hold financing on it if you wanted.
Oh, I appreciate that. Let me just pull it up here so I know exactly what you're talking about. How many units in each one?
Well, there's 38 units. Let's see. 36, 37, and 5. So it's 42 units altogether.
42. Alright, if you guys enjoyed those cold calls, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed. With that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next one. And if you guys want to see me make follow-up calls in action, which is kind of different from cold calls, make sure you check out this video right here.